All right, everybody, before we get started, please like, share, follow, subscribe. Don't Be Sorry, Be Better podcast. We are back, episode 4.5. We got the OGs.
I love the consistency and how we've been banging these out now. I like this. We can do it now. We can record. We don't have to be a whole fucking production, you know?
Yeah, not like
nice.
2 a week. I mean, listen, it's never a production for you.
No. Everything is always about keeping score with you, Rich. It's always about you always have this tally going on. It's not about that. I compliment you all the time and how good you edit. Oh, good job, Rich. Thank you, Rich and AI thank you AI for giving Rich the ability to effectively edit our videos. Thank you, Lord AI.
AI is not the end all be all. It's me and Ronn.
I learned that. Yeah, man. Yo, shout out. Exactly what you told me was correct.
You know what AI can't replace? Rich.
For sure.
I
agree.
I actually got an offer today to be a producer of a radio show.
Nice.
Do what, a sports thing?
Yeah.
Nice.
Go behind the camera and do some production stuff.
Yeah, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do that.
No, why? Dude, why not?
Why not?
I don't know yet. It's something I got to talk about. It seems like a lot more hours dedicated to like editing and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I don't really have a lot of bandwidth between like the day job and like the stuff that I do. Like I did a full hour.
Does it pay enough to give it the
bandwidth? We haven't even gotten into that yet, so I'm guessing.
Well, if it pays enough to offset some of the costs of this pod, then I mean, go for it.
Yeah,
I mean, it sounds like a job.
I just did Fox Sports Radio. I did the full hours, like not just a segment. I've been doing like segments. I did the full hour, which was like, 4 segments, like 12 minutes a piece, like because it's split up with commercials and stuff because it's AM radio. And that was cool because I've never done like the entire show. But like I don't know. I'm not sure where it's gonna go. I'm gonna have the conversation and see what it is and if it's worth it. But
I think you should do it. I think you should do it.
I
just put it on the LinkedIn, bro. Just another thing,
right?
I wouldn't add that to my LinkedIn.
I don't want you're a producer. Be like, yeah, I'm a producer. Do radio shows. Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by Flower of Life CBD. If you need to relax, recharge, or feel your best, they've got you covered with premium organic CBD products. And just for our listeners, you get 20% off. Use promo code BeBetter20 at FOLCBD.com. That's BeBetter20 for 20% off because better is what we do. Now back to the episode. I got into a Twitter battle yesterday with somebody, and they were making fun of the podcast, and they were like, you only have, they're like, you and the 10 people that listen to your podcast. And I wrote back, actually, it's 11.
They love it. And they love it.
And they love it. Every minute of it.
Yeah, every second of it.
Fuck them.
So what kind of cards you sell today? Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got some cards. I bought some cards this week. I bought three real cards. Well, I bought a couple of things. So I bought a Mickey Mantle auto and a Satchel Paige auto certified. So those are cool, easy flips. And then I'm
assuming though that you still have to buy them at some kind of premium.
Oh, I bought them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what I said. Like full retail.
You buy like a real autographed Satchel Paige?
Yeah.
Damn dog.
It's not worth that much. It's worth like $250, $275. It's not worth a ton of money.
I didn't even realize they were that cheap.
Yeah, they're not like a Mickey Mantle. It's worth about $250. It was just like a clipping. It wasn't like it all depends on what it's on. But they those guys signed so much. The autos aren't worth as much. But the real money, I bought a patch auto LeBron James, 2004 patch auto LeBron James, and a 2004 patch auto Kobe Bryant.
So when you say patch, it's like a piece of his jersey or something?
Yeah, like a game-worn piece bedded within the card and then autographed. One out of not one number one, but out of 100 cards. Very rare cards. And then I got the Johnny Unitas rookie card as well.
That's sick.
Yeah. Flip the Kobe and the LeBron. Made nice profit on that.
Well, I know the Kobe will sell quick. Like
The
anybody.
LeBron's worth more.
He's on fire.
The LeBron's worth more. 04? Isn't that his rookie season?
03.
03. So yeah, it's like his first year, whatever. Like, yeah, it's LeBron's worth a lot more.
Okay.
The cards
that's
weren't
just me. Okay.
the cards were like in okay condition. I didn't grade them, but yeah, dude, made good money on them. And then I'm sending out the
I think you're right. 03, 04 is the rookie season. So
yeah, it's like his first.
started with
That's his first. His rookie season.
Mhm.
It's the same thing.
Sick card. I always get like sellers and more. So I'm like, oh, I should have kept them, but like I got to make money.
Yeah, right. And you're a dealer. That's your whole thing, right? So
It must feel good to be making some money.
It does
Well-
feel good. I haven't been making money. It actually felt really good. Not gonna lie, it felt great. Yeah.
well,
And then the Johnny Unitas card's nice. I'm sending that out to get grading, and that'll be when that comes back from grade. And they're not worth huge money, but it'll be a nice card. Be another nice chunk of profit. So I had a good week.
Yeah.
Getting
Just gotta keep it going.
Graded.
Well, I will know
Things for
next week if I
grading.
have a good week.
What'd you do?
My bids, my
the
crackouts.
auction.
Shit!
It's
Yes.
next week.
When do the auctions go?
Close
Because
on Wednesday.
Wednesday. So we
13th?
should do one.
12th, maybe. What day is it?
I think this is the 12th.
We should
On the
do
12th. So we should do that
we
night.
should do like the Valentine's Day, like a Thursday or a Friday or something.
I can't do Friday.
Why? What do you
Yeah,
do?
Rich is in a relationship now. He doesn't care about us.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, we should do it one of the nights, maybe Thursday.
Yeah.
So I want to hear all about it. Like
After
how
the
it,
auction is resolved and we know what the outcome is and we
Yeah.
can announce the congratulations,
So
Yeah.
and there's no other bids. You're the only bidder.
So far, yeah. But I mean, it's pieces of shit, bro. Like I
know,
cannot
but-
say that
Oh,
enough.
And where is it again? What part of the
Arkansas.
world? Where in Arkansas?
Like an hour from Memphis.
Memphis, right? We talked
yeah,
about that.
yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
yeah. Hmm.
So I posted online, right? And I was like, hey, on Upwork, hey, I need a photographer. Go take some shitty photos. Like, go take your iPhone and just so I can see what it looks like now, right?
I never would think to do that.
Somebody
So I go-
responded and said, yeah, I got you $1,200. I thought for $1,200, I'll fly out there myself. Like, what are we talking about right now?
I got a Chris, speaking of Upwork, I just had to deal with that today. The tomfoolery of Upwork. So I have all these radio clips. And I want to get them like a reel or something, but it's all radio, right? So there's no video. So I can't really like clip it and put it on social media because it really doesn't make sense to do that because it's only audio. So I was like, oh, maybe I could like animate them and like make it funny or like do some B-roll and like stuff like that. So I was like trying to do it myself and I'm like trying to teach myself on YouTube and I'm like, it's really like above my pay grade. So like I was like, let me post something on Upwork. So I posted on Upwork. All these people are like, yeah, I could do it. I could do it. I could do it. And this one guy was like selling it so hard. And he's like telling me all the things he's going to do. Sent me a sample video that was like perfect of exactly what I wanted. I'm like, oh,
You get
this
love
is awesome.
scammed? You get love scammed on Upwork?
No. We didn't talk about the price until the end. So we're like talking for like 40 minutes about it and like going back and forth, giving ideas. And he's like basically storyboarded the whole thing in our conversation. And I'm like, oh my God, this is gonna be incredible. And then he's like, all right, so did you have like a rate in mind or what? I was like, yeah, I was thinking like, a couple hundred, what, it's only like how many man hours is it really? Like, it's probably only like getting the template right. And then being able to like, replicate the template over like the course of the length of the video, right? So you only need like a 30-minute loop, and then from that 30-minute loop, because the mouth is moving anyway, it like kind of lines up. And the guy's like, oh well, usually I charge $5.50 a minute. I would
$5.50 a minute.
$500, buddy.
minute.
But animation is expensive though. Animation is expensive.
A minute of animation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, okay. He's like, but for you, he's like, I'll do it for $4.50 because it's a lot of work. And I was like, what would you say a lot of work? He's like, yeah, each segment's like 10 minutes long, 10, 12 minutes long. He's like, so I would have to do, and he like did the math and it came out to like $18
billion. $1 billion.
$18,000. I was like, are you out of your freaking mind? I'm like, you think if I was spending $18,000 on animation, I'd be on Upwork right now? I'm like, yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
Upwork was
right,
just
right,
like
exactly.
people in Lithuania, like fucking making websites for $47.
I
What is
almost,
that?
and then I almost foisted this girl for $200 to do 10 seconds of animation that I'd be able to loop over and over again. But I was like, I don't really want to spend $200 right now.
Why can't you just make like AI animation? I have to keep harping on AI, but
Because I
mean,
did it before. You've seen the episode where the 30 minutes of it's not great.
It's
I mean,
cool,
it wasn't
though.
great for a 30-minute thing, but
it's fun.
for like
It's
a few
fun for
minutes,
like
right?
for clips. It's cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Nah,
I liked it. I thought it was
liked
kind of dope.
the first one that I did. I don't like it for anything else.
Yeah, animation though I could see being like expensive.
And yeah, I have some animator
Right?
buddies,
Like,
and they're
I'm
very
like
spendy.
messing with like Adobe with this like whiteboard thing. They have like Adobe Create is like a free add-on, and it has like whiteboard things.
Yeah.
I'm like messing with it, but it's like it's really hard. It's like frame for frame work. So
Yeah.
like you literally have to create the frame, create the next frame, create the next frame to like get like a
like making an actual
to get a 10-second sequence, and then hopefully loop that into your couple minutes or whatever it is. I was like, oh,
work.
It's a lot of work. Yeah,
It's a lot. I'll figure it out.
Eventually,
I'll figure it out.
Paid for I looked at all the paid for ones. They're not very good.
They're not great yet.
Not yet. Because you remember what AI videos looked like last year. Remember the Will Smith eating pasta? And it was terrible. And
what about that Adidas ad? That Adidas ad that they did. Did you see that?
No.
Really?
Right now.
Adidas made a commercial with AI. No ad company, nothing. Just like no actors, nothing. And it's fucking sick, dude.
This is AI?
Yeah, dude, it's sick.
It says AI specs Adidas commercial made during coffee break.
Yeah,
This is pretty good.
No billion-dollar ad agency, no actors, no director, no blah blah blah, nothing. AI. It's pretty sick, dude. It's pretty sick.
Crazy. I have a buddy.
I mean, listen, AI is good, but the AI that we can afford is not.
It's not that good.
Obviously.
Right. I have a buddy who he produces for some other, he does other podcasts and stuff. He produces for, and he was complaining because he's saying the same thing. It's like his job is damn near going by the wayside because these big projects that can afford teams, they're just going to add.
Yeah. Why? Why wouldn't you?
I mean, I get it.
I mean, I feel like we've touched on this in the last like 3 episodes now. AI.
It seems but you know what though? It's like such a relevant thing to talk about, and everything that like they're quietly doing within the government to like really boost AI and its capabilities. It's kind of sketchy.
Hey, I'm gonna be real with you.
I don't know if it's very quiet. They're kind of saying the quiet part out loud.
No, well, it's quiet in the sense of like there's plenty of other distractions. Things to distract people with. They're not paying attention to like the seriousness of that.
Yeah,
people would rather get the Super Bowl this weekend, bro. Taylor Swift's going to be there. You know what I mean?
You gotta.
No one cares about the AI that's going to take your job and enslave us one day. Like, go Chiefs, right? Like, so I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
And
I love the fact that you say go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs. Segue into the Super Bowl, though. What's that? Because you would know more than me, Rich, about all the stuff going on with the refs, huh? With that little scandal going on. What do you think about that?
Whoa! I didn't hear this. Let's talk to me.
It's not new. They've been complaining about the refs.
Clearly, it's not new, but like it's what they're pushing. It's a story.
I mean, listen, it's probably
legit. Like, let's be honest.
Most sports leagues, right? The professional sports leagues, when you look up their incorporation or their organizational docs, I mean, they're written as entertainment companies.
Yeah.
So like, outcomes can be decided because it's technically an entertainment company.
So it's misleading. They technically can do it.
Correct.
Yeah, but what about like? I understand that in the sense
sports betting, and now with sports betting, there's even more of a.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I understand it in the sense of like WWF. It doesn't matter. Yeah. It's whatever recorded or whatever they want to call it, scripted going in.
Yeah.
With the football, there's gambling, billion-dollar industry.
I'm pretty sure you can gamble on the Royal Rumble too.
Yeah, probably like those prop bets. What song?
Who's gonna win the Royal Rumble? Who's gonna get eliminated 5th? You know,
Yeah,
shit
but
like that.
but you know, there's a storyline to it though.
Yeah.
Like going in, like when you're watching a professional sport,
So there's a storyline to
that's like
football.
that's like a snaky wording from a lawyer, in the contracting of it. Like that's not like that shouldn't be. There's too much money involved in the
Yeah.
betting side.
Well, house
Like
always
that.
wins. The house always wins.
You're right.
They're putting betting terminals in new football stadiums.
Sick, dude. I know pretty much every state is like it's cool now. You can
Have
just
a
bet
sports
there.
book at the stadium. How could you beat that?
So
Dude,
is it a
Vegas
safe
Raiders?
bet? Is it a safe bet taking the Chiefs for this weekend, or should you pull the reverse Uno and take the Eagles because maybe they're going to decide it they're for the upset because it's good. That's good for business.
So I'll say the same way I said for Fox Sports Radio. The X factor for the Super Bowl is Saquon Barkley. If Saquon Barkley has a day, multiple touchdowns, over 150 yards rushing, I mean, the Chiefs are going to be in trouble. If they can contain him, then I think the Chiefs win. Good storyline, three-peat, Travis Kelce possibly retiring after this game. The storyline's there. Andy Reid beating his old team again.
Something to do with Taylor Swift for some reason.
Yeah. Then there's the rumor of the proposal after the game.
Huge for viewership. Huge for viewership. And massive advertising dollars.
Saquon could put a nice little fork in that.
Unless the corrupted refs just make enough calls for where it doesn't really matter.
Well, they came out and they were like, "Listen, no, the teams of
some
refs,
of those calls were suspect."
No, of course they are, and they definitely play into. Pat Mahomes gets a lot of favorable calls. He whines a lot. I mean, there's nothing you can't say anything against it, but like the refs, the NFL kind of made there's 140 or 150 refs or something like that. And in the playoffs, none of them have worked the same crew. So like every game, it's like a different crew. It's not like they work together and like very different like experience. Like there's so many refs like affecting the game. I don't know. I don't want to believe
multiple refs that are on the tape.
Corruption. I don't want to believe it's taking place, but you kind of know it is.
Well, it's got to be. It's good greed. There's just too much greed, man.
Yeah.
Especially now, like the refs back in the day, like the players weren't that rich. Now these refs are like,
they're celebrities in their own right.
Like people just worth so much money. Like
all the refs used to like have regular jobs, like like Ed Hockley, who was like one of the biggest NFL refs. He was like the jacked ref.
The jack guy. Yeah.
His son is a ref now, but he had his own law firm. He was a lawyer. He had his own law firm, and he was a ref. Now
so it was like a cheerleader gig, pretty much being a ref.
Correct. Now the refs make a couple $100,000 a year. But like the NFL is the only one that doesn't have they're not full-time refs. Like they're refs for the season. That's it. Like NBA, NFL, they all have full-time ref jobs, so they're like full-time salary. But the NFL was always like they all had other jobs. Like they were like one was a judge, one was like this, one was that, and they all like refed on the side as like a side gig. But they all get paid now. They definitely get paid.
Maybe that's the problem.
Roger Goodell gets paid. It's like $1 billion a year.
Really?
Yeah. To be the or whatever $100 million a year, whatever it is. It's a lot of money. He gets paid a ton to be the commissioner of the NFL.
Right. Well, he's commissioner of the NFL. Like you have to imagine that's a huge paying job.
Yeah.
Like $100 million a year to be the commissioner of the NFL.
Think about it.
MLB
I get it. MLB just reported the revenue for this year is $12.1 billion.
Crazy.
Yeah. Absurd.
That's like insane.
And they say that sport's dying. You know what I mean? Like viewership is down.
Lining up for your bread and circuses, all you fools. Let me get more. Yeah. Wait,
I think it's a good game. It's down in New Orleans. It's great atmosphere.
That's a good place. It's a good city for a Super Bowl. Fun.
Yeah.
Good for the city.
Kendrick doing the halftime show.
Oh my God. Drake can't leave the house for like years.
I saw the video. He's performing and he changed the LeBron lyrics to not LeBron.
I don't know anything about that beef.
The lyrics like, I wear 6 and 23 like I'm LeBron. And they said, I wear 6 and 23 and I'm not LeBron or something like that. You changed it to?
Dude.
That's too hype for me. I don't know about that.
To have the whole, I don't even watch the Grammys, but to have the entire academy, well, not academy, but like that crowd, which is nothing but other entertainers, and they're all singing A minor at the Grammys is insane work to me.
They should have brought the Hot Boys back for the halftime show.
Yeah, who's performing this year at the halftime?
Kendrick.
Well, yeah, and who else? Just him?
But well, that's so far. But Lil Wayne said he's not going to be in attendance for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
But it's in New Orleans. You think he would be there no matter what? Yeah, but I would have done like a little Hot Boy.
I don't think. No. I don't think Drake. I don't think that Kendrick could have because of Young Money. So,
Cash
Kendrick
Money,
basically obliterated Drake. And Drake is signed to the label that
he got beef with Baby. He got to check in. You better check in when he gets to New Orleans.
Respect on his name. You don't want
to put no respect on Baby's name, dude.
So yeah,
so I would have loved to have New Orleans, Lil Wayne, and then bring out like Juvenile.
Yeah, because like a couple of years ago, when they did the Super Bowl and they like Dre and Snoop Dogg and everything out in California. That was sick.
That was sick. And Eminem, that was fire.
Yeah. Dude, could you imagine if you got Juvenile and like Birdman? I think New Orleans might go light on fire. If the Hot Boys came out and performed,
that'd be sick.
The Super Bowl, New Orleans would go on fire. It would blow.
But Daddy Jay-Z won't allow it.
Damn, it's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad. Could have had a great one. So what bets are you placing for the Super Bowl? Any bets? I got those little fun bets.
I got some parlays in, but they're like, performance parlays, like, Saquon with a touchdown, Jalen Hurts with a touchdown, Travis Kelce with a touchdown, Pat Mahomes with a touchdown, stuff like that.
How many legs?
Yeah.
I have quite a bit. So I have a couple of 10-leg parlays. I have a couple
10 legs? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But those are like $3 bets. If a $3 bet,
no, dude. Like I remember
300. You know what I mean?
When I first learned like this whole sports betting thing, I did like a 7-leg parlay across different sports, different whatever, and I used AI and I was like, hey, what are the odds? Give me the best. What's most likely to happen? And the one that like even the news was like, oh, I forget now. It's 2 hockey teams, but it was like this team was supposed to blow this team out of the water. So I went with a safe bet.
Yeah,
they lost and fucked up my parlay. I would have made like $2,000. I was so pissed.
They said the Super Bowl is one of the worst to try to bet because the outcomes are like very rarely do teams like have high scoring games.
Mm-hmm.
Very rarely do the stars really like perform the way they're supposed to. What I really enjoy betting basketball lately because I could bet like a 7-leg parlay on the Knicks game and just pick Knicks players and it's probably like it'll hit 6 out of 7 like every time.
It's a lock.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Something that I learned though.
It's not a lock, but like
something that I learned is that you see how it'll say like 10,000 people made this bet. But then if you actually look at the odds of the bet, it's like it's a super shitty bet. But they're just telling you like, oh, you're in good company. And I was just like,
you and 10,000 other losers.
Weirdos, right.
One of my degenerate gambling friends was like, you can never do like I have like DraftKings and they always like promote like celebrity like parlays. Like Dave Portnoy is going to pick this or like,
he's a degenerate. The guy never wins.
And my boy's like, you can never choose those. He's like, they never hit. And I was like, really? I was like, I feel like they might. He's like, no. He's like,
you know what I want to do?
You got to make your own.
I keep seeing these ads pop up where it's like, it shows like the stocks that Congress people have.
Oh, it's real. Yeah. There's an AI
What's the name of that company?
I couldn't tell you.
There's a few. I forget what it's called, but it's real. And but they tell you after the fact. So like Nancy Pelosi buys a position in NVIDIA. You hear about it a day or two later. It's tracked.
It's too late.
By then
you're not in on her timing, but you can like you know what they're buying.
I get it.
You know what they're buying and you know when they're selling.
Yeah, like I mean, on the buy, it's like maybe you're a couple of days behind, but it's still a good buy because like Nancy's not, Aunt Nancy isn't flipping 2 days later. She's holding for a few months.
Right, that's true.
Paul Pelosi
You should pay
did things.
attention to what's going on in the world that would affect that stock, but
He's very active. He's very active in his portfolio. Paul Pelosi.
Really?
Uncle Paul's just sitting at his desk in San Francisco. People shitting on the sidewalk right in front of his house. He's got fucking 6 screens going. He's got 6 screens going.
Looks like the Matrix.
That NVIDIA block. That NVIDIA block that that they bought in November. They've already like let go of half that position at a huge profit, but.
Huge profit.
Well, of course.
Profit.
Of course.
Damn. Aunt Nancy.
Stargate announcement came out and they were like, okay, time to sell.
Can't wait for Christmas this year.
NVIDIA GPUs.
Why Christmas?
And Aunt Nancy and Uncle Paul, they had a good year. Uncle Paul and Aunt Nancy, man. You're great.
Honestly speaking, this is the first time I've never been this excited for Valentine's. I haven't been this excited for Valentine's Day since I was in high school.
Oh, you got a little.
No, I'm buying my property.
You got
you're gonna get a prostitute. You're gonna get a prostitute in Arkansas. That's what you're doing for Valentine's Day. You're gonna break it in. Yeah, what's up?
Just
Ron in the house. What's
this
good?
guy.
What's
Yeah, man. So I mean, So what's going on with you guys though? Rich,
wait, hold on. I want to go back to this house thing because I'm very interested in this. So, what's your max bid that you put in on the house?
One of them was $400. The other one was $200.
Damn. Okay, so you win a house for $400 or $200. What next?
To be honest, I don't know. I'm guessing I have a plan. Like I have a concept of a plan.
I'm assuming there's got to be some property taxes. The
property tax, according to the different websites that I've seen so far, and please, if I'm wrong, somebody say in the comment. I'll be happy to be wrong. You know what I mean? Like I'm not hardlining. But so far, it looks like the property tax is like something stupid, like $30 annually or something like that.
Yeah, it's probably not a lot of money.
Right. So that's that.
Do you have to pay rear property taxes?
Yes. So the $400 that I'm paying is the rear property tax. The $200 that I'm paying is the rear property tax.
So what? That was your minimum bid. Is the $400 was the minimum bid?
Correct.
So that's okay. So they're pretty much we get our money back.
You don't have to like watch it. You just like. You have a max bid. You don't have to watch it. So if someone bids,
I probably should, but I'm not. I don't know. I can go in, but I've been watching it more actively. So it's like if somebody goes in and ups me by like $2, it's like, all right, fine, I'll drop 10. But if somebody goes up like $100, I'm like, forget you guys.
Hit refresh every 15 minutes.
Yeah, right. Right.
Yes.
But Theo, to answer your question, though,
for like $10,000.
But Theo, to answer your question, so. Things never go as easily as you assume it'll go, but this is the plan that I think that I'm going to have.
Okay.
So I'm buying the property. Okay. One of them has a lien on it, but I called the county because it's like their utilities.
Okay.
So I called the county and I asked, like about how much is the lien. Because I am not the owner, they're not going to tell me. Fair enough. Yeah. I get that. But the guy did tell me, he said that unless the person hasn't paid their utilities since like the 1800s, if it's $100, it'll be a lot of money. He doesn't think it's even going to be $100 on the lien on that house. Yeah, literally.
Like, sir, someone hasn't paid the electric bill since 1857.
Since it was invented, since electricity was invented, right?
Fun fact: Thomas Edison invented the light bulb in this trap house in Arkansas.
This is the original site of the Tesla coil.
Right.
The electricity bill is.
So
wait, hold on. So is there someone currently living in there?
No, I don't think so. No. I don't think so because the houses, bro. However bad you think these houses are, I promise you they're worse.
They're boarded up for the most part. Yeah, it looks like maybe you have a squatter living in there or a dead meth head, something.
There's definitely someone shooting dope in there. Wait, so have you Zillow? Like, are you going on Zillow and can you see the building or anything?
So the thing is that those photos, and this is the part that is, I guess, giving me heart palpitations. The last photos of those properties were taken in 2022.
Okay.
So it's like 2-3-ish years old. The photos that I'm looking at. So they could be worse. Or they could be about the same. They can be worse. I don't know.
Probably the same.
What's the weather like? What's the weather like generally there?
I would assume it's a bit warmer, maybe a bit more
It's
windy.
Memphis. It's hot.
Yeah.
Dry.
Yeah, but do they get like tornadoes? Do they get, do they get
It doesn't look so. But what I will say though, so the two properties are about a half a mile from each other, right? So I was on Google Street View, and I'm going through the neighborhood.
Damn.
No, not right next to each other. No.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm on Google Street View, and the neighborhoods don't look too bad. It's like
what are you going for? What are the adjacent properties worth? Like what's a house sell for? Like
about 150-ish.
Listen, if you get a house for $400,
dog,
and let's say you put 10 grand in it to make it like livable, and you sell it.
So
for
wait,
grand,
hold on, don't beat me to the good part. Don't beat me to the good part.
Yeah.
So this. Obviously, I'm
about
not
to go on this website and buy this house out from under you for $457.
Yeah, I'll just see Theo bought it. So the idea.
Can I enter the auction too?
I'm gonna be sitting in the living room of a shitty condemned house.
Doing this. It's mine. It's mine.
Our next episode will just be fight with each other. Who got the highest?
Counting needles, just like it. Yes, all mine.
I see your meth needles, and I raise you 2 crack vials.
All right, so you get it, you pay the lien, you have the hot property. Now what the fuck do you do with it? What are you doing?
So now this is the, I guess, more fanciful, for lack of a better word, part of this whole scheme. Those WeBuyShittyProperty.com, like you'll see them on like the side of the road.
Yeah.
Call us so I'll call them like, hey, what do you want for it? So
1-800 cars for kids. What do you?
One of those things, right?
We buy your property.
So
yeah, but they got it. Those are in New York, Metro New York, where there's a housing crisis.
I found some in Arkansas, Memphis area.
Bro, if you could get a guy to give you fucking $8,000, dude, if you could get a guy to give you, I'm literally gonna just start buying up shitbag properties.
Everywhere
at auction, everywhere, because you're right. That isn't a bad idea. That's actually a pretty good fucking idea.
You know what I mean? It's like, and the thing is, I'm very tentative because I'm like, where's the rug pull? There's got to be something where I'm just going to get bent over somewhere. You know what I mean? Because like,
no, that's
electricity bill, dog.
That stuff's pretty straightforward though. Like, you don't have to pay your mortgage, but you got to pay your property taxes. Right. Eventually you'll end up on a website and your shit's going to go for whatever you owe in property taxes. Like, that's just the reality, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if there's no liens on it, like, there's no issues. Just because it's on a site, it just means some dirtbag didn't pay shit.
Bills.
Whatever. You got to take care of the lien. Hopefully the lien isn't like thousands of dollars.
So according to the guy, based on the 2 properties that I'm looking at,
though. There hasn't been electric on there in a while. So like, what is it? It's maybe $100, couple $100. It should be free and clear.
Damn, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, bro.
Yeah, it shouldn't be more than like $1,000. Like,
I was just about to say that. I don't
There's no chance of electricity. First of all, they kept it
they'll
on
shut you off when you get to like 1,000. You owe them $1,000.
Yeah. Unless they have one of those weird policies like Connecticut does. So
it just keeps going and going.
No, in Connecticut they have a community fee that, like, if somebody's not paying their electric bill, the community absorbs the electric bill.
Really?
They think it's like immoral to like shut off people's electric. So like, there was somebody I just saw it on social media. The girls,
it is $1,200.
She had a $1,200 electric bill, and half of her bill was the community fee.
Really?
Because that many people just not paying their electric bill.
Yeah, Connecticut's a shithole. You figure everybody thinks Connecticut's like a bunch of waspy rich people. Like, it's a pretty big shithole in Connecticut. Yeah. Let's be honest.
I doubt.
But I love that idea. That idea, I love, Ronn. I like that. That's cool.
And the thing is so my ultimate goal, right? My ultimate goal is, let's say, like, if I get this and this works, the next property that I'm looking to buy is just going to be less shitty. Kind of, you know what I mean? Like, now I have money to actually go to the bids, because these properties that I'm looking at are they call over the counter. So they went to bid, they went to auction already. Nobody wanted them. They've been sitting there for years. Ooh, I don't know what, like the county just wants to get rid of them.
It's just like it's just like how they built America. You want to upgrade to slumlord, then landlord, then
yeah, exactly.
Real estate mogul.
It's like anything, man. Buying a card, buy at one price, flip it for another price, buy more shit, flip it again, just keep doing it. That's cool. Yeah, you gotta wonder though, like how desirable that area is, like what people will pay for
Yeah,
a
so
lot of
If
land.
the house is going for 150,000 up on the same block, you know what I mean? Like,
The
and
land's
let's say
so
gotta
you
be
here's the thing.
worth.
Here's the
The
thing.
land's
say you
gotta be
do
worth
minimal
10
stuff,
G's.
right? Let's say you do minimal things to it, and it's worth $8 grand, $10 grand. If you paid $500 for it, it's worth it.
Right. So here's the thing, right? And once again, like I don't have anybody telling me these things. I'm just trying to like on Reddit and chat GBT and so if I'm wrong, that like that's the best information I had at the time. But according to chat GBT, right, I uploaded because you can upload photos to it now. So I uploaded the photos and I said these are the properties. And it said based on like property tax and these metrics and the comps in the area, blah, 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 blah. It said that it is not unrealistic for me to think about in the ballpark of $50K each. I was like, if
That's worth it. That's worth it.
I mean,
100%
easily.
worth it. Yeah.
I could see that.
That's a no-brainer.
A piece of land, yeah, like 20 grand, 25, 50. Like, I don't know if you'll get one of those companies that we buy any do. I don't think they'll give you 50 for it. But
no, probably not. Probably not.
Yeah, if you could like find somebody,
a real estate agent to put a sign up and have showings immediately.
Well, listen, man, hold
on. The next thing is that I'm also looking on in the area. I'm looking on Zillow for people who bought shitty properties recently because chances are they're probably a developer. So I'm just like contact some developers like, hey, what do you want for this?
The other thing you could do is you could buy a set of plans online and then go through the approval process with the town and have approved plans for the property and then market it to sell it.
That's not bad. Actually,
that costs money though.
You can buy plans for $500.
Don't you tell me. I know what it costs.
I'm not talking about the Theo way to do it. I'm telling you that the
Theo way, the real way to do it with getting plans and dealing with the town and getting.
Either way, to be honest with you,
it's fucking cost thousands of dollars.
I'm not saying getting permits. You get approved plans. It's the very first step. No permits.
To be honest with you, I'm probably not even going to do that much. I'm literally going to sell it to damn near the next whoever can give me a check the soonest.
Flip that shit.
Right. Like
honest, you know what? You have a website. You can make a website because you do web development. Like the property that I bought upstate, I bought that from a guy who does exactly what you're doing. He buys land at tax auctions. Like I bought it for $3 grand and he sells it for 10 grand.
Right.
10 grand cash, 15 grand owner finance, so 10% down. That's what he does. So you could just keep these properties and you could just build the fucking website. You could do this all over the place and you could just have and let the internet flow to you
and do its thing. Yep.
And then again, you could just own or finance it. You don't have to like make the quick money if the taxes are nothing. Be like, I'll sell you the land. I want 10 grand for it. Give me 20% down and you can own or finance it over 5 years.
Right.
At 15%. So you can make your money that you're making. You're already getting your money back. You're 10xing your money, and then you're making 15% on top of it.
And the thing is, it's all profit. Like no matter, let's say I want to be benevolent, right? I'm a nice guy. 1% interest. It's like no. But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying I'm going to do that. But my point is that I'm still because the cost is so low.
Yeah,
anything is profit. But 100%.
What are the taxes though on them? Do you know the actual taxes yearly on them?
I think it's like $23. I'm not kidding.
So sick.
I'm not kidding.
You should just keep them and own them forever and just have a massive portfolio on a website of just like property. All these. Yeah, why not? You depreciate them every year. Probably helpful with taxes. Come tax season, I'm
collateralize them at any time.
Well, you can collateralize them, right? Because you paid $400. They're still worth something. They're still worth something. You have a portfolio of fucking 20 properties that you paid $500 for each, but each one is technically worth 30, 40, 50 grand.
You got a $500,000 line of credit.
Yeah, right. So the thing is that Rich,
idea.
Even though I don't care for the agent that we knew, I do think that the company that we work for is pretty decent. So I have a new agent with that company. I told him about this, and he was like, "Dude, I'm going to find you this person and that person. You know how they have their networks or whatever."
Oh yeah, the dirtbags, realtors. Yeah, the fucking dirtbag vipers.
Yeah, dude. So I told him, I gave him the addresses, I sent him the properties or whatever. He saw the prices and then the price of the comps in the area, and he was like, "Dude, I will find you somebody who will give you real money for this." So I was like, "Please don't tell me what a good time."
Don't just make sure he doesn't slide that bid in right at the end.
Well, that you shouldn't be telling nobody. You shouldn't be, dude, don't be telling nobody. You go find but Ronell, find another 2 properties. I'll go halves on them with you.
Done. I'm not even kidding.
I'm dead ass. Find another 2 on the side.
All right, fine.
I'll go halves. I'll put some of that Kobe money into some properties in Arkansas. Let's do it. That's serious. Find another 2.
Yeah.
Tell me the deal. I'll go halves on the properties with you.
Okay, bet.
Done.
Bet.
Could be all in your name. Perfect. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one thing though, is like I know I'm going to get bent over in taxes, bro. I have to formulate an LLC and put all of them in that and do all those things and whatever.
You shouldn't be buying any of that in your personal name.
Yeah.
You should. Yeah,
I know.
You create an individual entity for each of them.
Yep.
And then have it owned by a trust or another entity.
Yep. And then you get set up. You have get mail in Arkansas. Wonder what the benefits of.
I just realized, dude. I can get my plates. I can get Arkansas plates. The insurance is going to be $6.
Cheap,
What?
Oh shit! Yeah, dude. There's got to be
Arkansas. You only have to have a back plate. You don't even have to have a front plate.
Yeah, dude. There's got to be benefits.
Windshield in Arkansas,
dude.
I'm telling you. Let's just amass properties in Arkansas and never just have them forever. $1 billion, and how'd you get all your money?
Where's Jerry Jones is from?
Apparently, no bullshit. I heard, and I didn't look into it, but I heard that Arnold Schwarzenegger made a lot of his money doing this exact same thing.
He made all of his money in real estate. That's how he made all his money.
Yeah.
Back in the day,
he didn't make any money in those bodybuilding contests.
No, it's the guy. What was Flex Wheeler? Was that the guy? The guy who ran like Mr. Olympia and like Gold's Gym back in the day. He like took Arnold. Like there was favorites. Like you talk about Patrick Mahone being a favorite in favorable calls. Like there was anointed people in bodybuilding. Since then, all the way till now, and like Arnold was that guy, and he was like his mentor, and he gave him all this advice, and he put all of his money that he was making into California real estate. Arnold's worth like a few $100 million just in like fucking commercial real estate in California alone that he bought in the 70s. Like literally. Yeah, pretty interesting. Smart guy.
My thing is that if I do this, I genuinely love my job. If I do this, I'm waiting 5 years just so I can secure like vest for my pension, and I'm doing YouTube full time. I'm getting a studio in Brooklyn. Theo, sorry, buddy, you're gonna have to come down to the studio.
I'd come to Brooklyn. I do a once a month trip into Brooklyn for recording in Brooklyn.
Yeah. We're not gonna be remote forever.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Brooklyn, where's a good restaurant to eat in Williamsburg?
What's the vibe you're going for?
So many.
Good food. I like to eat, bro. Maybe something a little ethnic, a little Asian, a little something. You know,
there's a Mexican spot that I really like. It's called Mexico 2000 on Graham Avenue.
It's in Williamsburg.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Their burritos are really freaking good.
Okay. Is it sexy? Really, it's a little sexy.
Nah, it's not. It's a hole in the wall.
Nah, I want some a little sexy.
When are you going to Brooklyn? For that
tomorrow night.
Party?
No, tomorrow night. I'm going. Have you seen those ads online for the candlelight symphonies, like Metallica's candlelight orchestra?
Yeah.
I'm going to one of those at some church in Brooklyn. They like light 1,000 candles, and then they play. The set list is sick. It plays a bunch of like '90s alternative like metal rock songs. It's awesome, like Metallica, David Bowie, Nirvana, and it's all like classical music.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'll look some spots up. I
think I want some Asian. I want some Korean barbecue, but I don't want to go to Queens.
I don't know any Korean barbecue in Williamsburg.
I know that shit's all in Queens. Got to go to Queens for that.
Or in Manhattan.
Well, there's a spot called
What do you mean? A little Koreatown.
Dude, I went to little Koreatown. I got Korean barbecue with my dad and his Russian wife or whatever the hell she is. Because right by the Taylor, Korea, where we got the tuxedos from. Koreatown is like 2 blocks from the Taylor. Yeah. We got Korean barbecue at some spot. The spot was cool. Korean barbecue sucked.
I like the place by Ronell that your daddy used to take us by the old office. It's not Korean though. It's like Japanese. You like
in Williamsburg?
No.
And don't call him my daddy. That's definitely your daddy. He talks to you still. He doesn't talk to me.
By the old office. You know.
Oh, yeah.
I like the spot in Queens on Bell Boulevard, K1 Barbecue, and they got a location across the street from Roosevelt Field Mall in Long Island.
Mhm.
All you can eat, $45. All you can eat Korean barbecue, bro. Those
You
meats
cook it
just
yourself?
keep on. Oh yeah, dog. Got it
Yeah.
right there. The whole thing, dude. Spicy bulgogi,
Fire.
thin brisket, dude. They lose money.
Hold on. What's the name of that
They lose money when I come in.
steakhouse? Not Peter Luger's. It's like a green and white awning. I think
Smith Lewinsky's.
I want, bro.
That's the real one. That's the real one. Peter Luger's, stick it up your ass. Smith Lewinsky's. That's
bro. I
that,
went to Peter
hey,
Luger's because
come
I
on.
grew up not too far from there. It's not all of that, bro. It's
Smith
hype.
Lewinsky's. Smith Lewinsky's all day. All
I've
day.
never been,
I did
but
I did nefarious things in the Smith Lewinsky.
all day.
I am definitely going there after I start my slumlord career.
My dad, that's where you go when you're like on your skis and deals. You go to Smith Lewinsky's. My dad used to love that place back in the day. He still does. Fun fact, Big Ted, he used to swipe shit from Smith Lewinsky's every time he'd go. We had a stack of Smith Lewinsky's napkins in our house growing up.
Yeah,
they're
here,
these,
pal.
they're these. Oh, they have them beautiful.
They're
Yeah,
here.
they're green and white.
Elevated crap house.
Yeah, they're these beautiful green and white, like Italian napkins with like the Smith Lewinsky's building on them. My dad would take some. We had martini shakers, the knives, everything. Yeah,
Just
my dad would hit
everything.
them hard.
Everything is not nailed down as mine.
Yeah. Smith Lewinsky's good time. Good time.
I'm leaving with something.
I'm leaving with something,
I'm
right?
I'm leaving with something.
Dude, like I'm on their website right now. Oof, man, I could fuck one of those steaks.
Yeah,
right
Smith
now, bro.
Lewinsky is good, dude. You got to drink a martini when you're there. You just got to be a fucking man, and you got to drink martinis, Kettle One martinis, up, taken to
Yeah,
death.
I'm with the shits. I'm with the shits.
I don't like anything in an up glass.
Nah, dude, good martini, bro. Ice
Yeah.
cold martini with a lemon.
Take it.
You know, just because of you, Theo, I'm going to do it.
You have
Take it in a rock glass.
Yeah, Kettle One martini, shake it to death. Like my dad would say, shake it like a baby that won't stop crying. That's my dad will say to waiters.
Of course,
like,
Ted says that.
Yeah, Big Ted, he's fucking shake it like a baby that won't stop crying.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm telling you this now though. The one thing like I'm really looking forward to is that with that I want to open up my studio because it's like the price that I'm paying for my current studio now that like to rent out studio time, bro.
Bro,
Yeah,
why don't you
get all the equipment and stuff with it too, though, right?
Yeah, but I only get access to it for like 2 hours.
Do you get the engineer as well?
Yeah.
Why don't you buy an old debunked warehouse somewhere, like an old something big garage, and just live there? That's what
I'm not against it. I'm
Because
truly
you know
not
how
against it.
expensive that would be in Brooklyn.
No, dude, I saw a video
Expensive
of a
anywhere
guy
right
who
now
bought
in
an old
Metro.
school. He bought like like
fucking Detroit.
yeah,
Like,
yes.
yeah.
But
In
dude, it's like
Arkansas.
this shit was huge.
Yeah,
he bought it for the back taxes for fucking. He bought it for $650 back taxes.
Right.
Yeah. Dude, I'm serious. Go bid up 2 more. I'm going halves. I'm
Say
going
no
halves
more.
on you.
Say no more. I
We're
got
gonna
you.
Flip them, and we're gonna go to Smith and Lewinsky's for dinner. We're
Yeah.
Send me the link. I'm gonna buy 2 myself.
Yeah, let's go. Well, let's just keep adding on. Just keep adding on. Let's keep splitting them. Let's split a bunch of properties, bro.
Bro, the thing now, don't get me wrong.
If Rich is in, get 4. Let's do four more properties. I'm dead ass. I'm fucking serious.
Bro, I'm serious. I'm
I
down.
don't get stuck doing any more work.
I will end up doing all of that. I'll end up doing all of that.
Let's take a trip down to fucking Arkansas right now, bro. I'll take a trip down. I'd love to see him. I would love to go.
To be
we
honest,
could record on. We could vlog it.
Yeah, we get a couple of properties. I would absolutely love to go check it out, see what the deal is.
And we go find
Flip 'em.
Antonisha in Memphis.
Oh, we can find Antonisha in Memphis. I've always wanted to go to Memphis too. Memphis is supposed to be kind of cool.
yeah.
I'd be down. I'd be down to go,
We'll
dude.
find that scammer still sending me messages.
Yo, I'm telling you, every time I see those messages come into the account, my first thought is just like, oh my God, like it's over.
I entertain all of them now, and they're also boring that I don't even play along anymore. I literally just go, do you want to do? I go, are you a scammer? Do you want to do the podcast? That's it. That's like my second line instead of like playing the back and forth. Some girls like send me your picture. I'm like, we're looking for scammers. Are you a scammer? Do you want to do the podcast?
They're just the problem is they're not actually women you're talking to.
None
of them are women.
I don't even think they're dudes either. It's AI. You're talking to bots.
It's dudes in fucking Sri Lanka, bro. It's not women, bro. It's not women.
The fake Mega Million Sugar Mama ones that we've been getting lately.
Yeah,
it's definitely AI. Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
One goes, where are you from? I go, NY. NY. They're like, I don't know where that is. I'm like, what? I'm like, where are you from? They're like, Newark. I'm like, oh, you know New Jersey, but you don't
know when NY. Okay, that makes sense.
All right.
Yeah, they're always from like these obscure places. They're like, yeah, sure you are. I'm telling you, it's a room. It's a fucking farm with like
a call
50
center?
phones all plugged in, and it's
for
a million different accounts. It's all bullshit.
And you know the thing is, you know it's correct because me and Theo, that is a conspiracy theory, and both me and Theo are on the same page. So you know we're right.
It's not a conspiracy theory. It's legitimate.
Yeah, I believe it. I fully believe it.
What do you think? I think it's the girl in the picture. No.
Which I'm okay with. I would rather talk to the fucking guy from Sri Lanka than some dumb whore from Hollywood, Florida.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to talk to the dude.
Yeah, but that person from Sri Lanka is less likely to do the podcast. If it was actually the girl in Hollywood, Florida, she would probably do the podcast because she's stupid.
Probably.
You know something I realized? We would be the only three guys on the planet that cannot find an actual scammer that will come.
No. We can find scammers. We can't find a scammer to come on the podcast.
We'll find one eventually. It'll come. Yeah. I'll put it out in my my manifestations.
This season we're gonna have my dominatrix friend on.
Oh
yeah, we should. Could we have her on? Could we have her on
Rolling Stone magazine?
Send her to Theo's house. You guys send her to Theo's house.
Could we just have her on and she could be like resting her legs on like a slave or something? Like she's got her legs.
I mean, I'll talk to her beforehand. I mean, I did when I was her financial advisor. I did a meeting.
I know who that is.
Yeah,
I did her financial plan. You still owe me for that.
She had her laptop and it kept moving during the Zoom meeting. I'm like, what is going on? She goes, my table is not cooperating. And I was like, what? I was like,
yo, say what you want.
I was like, show me what's going on. Show me what's going on. She like moved the camera pointed, and it was a guy in like a leather gimp mask.
Really?
With like whitey tighty, like set up like perched like a table, and she was resting her laptop on him.
Jesus.
That's amazing.
Yo. Rich is such a scumbag, bro. In that office, say what you want. Say what you want. Because of my IT background, I used to make I had I made a very complicated Excel sheet, so to break down people's finances and you can afford this much and X amount percentages, taxes, it did everything, right? This guy comes up to me, he's like, yo, Ronn, I know that you like sneakers because all of you blacks like sneakers. That's exactly how
you're black.
That's exactly how he said it.
That's what I was thinking.
He was like, yo, I need you to do this financial plan for me.
Hey, Ronn, you're black. I'll give you a pair of fucking Jordans if you do this work for me. That what you said, Rich? Yes. Pretty much.
I had to admit it, Rich.
So is it.
These are the sneakers he still owes you. That he says are sitting in a storage.
In a fucking storage.
Yeah, right. They don't exist. I bet they don't exist.
Right. They don't exist. Of course they exist. I still have 9 brand new pairs of Jordan 1s.
And up to now, I can't get my payment. But Rich, you could tell the truth though. Like my financial plans were fucking sick, bro.
Yeah, my plans unlicensed guy made amazing financial plans.
Say again?
The unlicensed guy made awesome financial
plans. But I did though.
License. That's just a piece of paper.
No.
You can put numbers on an email.
He was nice at it.
Yeah.
No lie. I'll give him his flowers. He was good. He was very good at it.
Yeah.
Get those properties. I can't wait for these properties. I
Bro,
can't wait.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, let's buy 8 of them.
Put it this way. My paycheck comes next week, and I don't even give a shit, bro. Like I'm so focused on these properties right now, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm so gassed.
Well, put in some more bids. We'll split them with you.
Yeah. Fuck them. Fuck it.
Down. How many? Are there a lot in like that range of?
They're different ranges of over-the-counter ones. So like the ones I didn't sell at auction.
Yeah.
Different levels of beat up. All of them are dilapidated. All of them are shit. It's just shit or worse shit, right? But some of them you have to check to make sure it's cost effective. But I mean, even if it's $4,000, let's say, I'm jumping out the window. It's $4,000. It's like, but the property is still worth like $100,000. You know what I'm saying? So
In theory, yeah.
in theory. And then I don't know
but
about
to
the
put
liens. I
that
have to
money
check the
in
liens.
without seeing it, that's a lot of money to put up without seeing the property because you don't know if there's any like shit, like environmental shit or like,
People squatting.
yeah, people squatting. What are squatter laws like down
Yeah,
there?
that's
I mean, I have a
right.
paintball gun, so if they're squatting, they won't be squatting for long.
Yeah, but you got to see what squatting laws are in that state.
That was a joke, guys.
Because Florida, squatters' rights is a very real thing.
They can just squat in Florida, huh?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to like a match. I'm gonna go to like
90 days and one utility bill in your name, and it's yours.
I'm going to go to
that's
Florida
like
and I'm
New
going to
York,
like
too.
squat in Kanye's house.
He'll just shoot you because they have stand. They have a stand. But I'm surprised people get away with squatting with like a stand your ground law in Florida like that. They just don't get shot.
Well, there's a
Yeah.
lot of areas in Florida that just have like vacant houses.
Abandoned houses. Yeah, well, yeah. There's a lot of vacant houses in Florida. That's
There was
the
like there was
reality.
a big run on it when all these new developments are going in like the West Palm area. There were like new HOAs, like developments getting built. And then when people are like going to move into their house, somebody's already living in it. And you're like, what the heck is going on? It's a gated community, and you're like, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's ballsy to be a squatter, huh? That's fucking ballsy.
Almost as ballsy as that woman from Harlem that went to Pakistan. Do you see?
Dude, I love that woman, bro. Pakistani government, you're gonna be $20,000 a month. You got to fix your buses. You got to fix your roads.
This is my head of security. He's making 100,000 every 2 weeks. It's like,
He's
what,
wild.
Bro? When you sent me that story, I was like, "This is not true. This is not real."
It's true. They make the Middle East sound so like repressive and stuff, and they seem to just be entertaining that. I'm
She's on her
surprised.
way
Like,
back. She's on her way
Yeah?
back.
Oh, is she?
She got sick. They went to the hospital for a little bit. Now she's on. They're sending her back.
she pulled the reverse Uno on the Pakistani love scammer.
Well, she was.
She tried the Pakistan. I know
there.
She
she
pulled
tried
up
the
like, "Yeah, say
Pakistani love
something."
scam. You know,
Yo.
she used different pictures.
Yo,
Totally
you know how
different pictures.
You know how crazy it was that his entire family packed up their house and left in the middle of the night.
That's crazy. Yeah, I
That's
want to see
crazy.
I want to see the pictures she used to lure that guy in. She definitely used not her pictures.
Yo, honestly, it seems like they enjoy it. She's like entertainment. She's like dancing in these videos, and like people are like, they're putting up with it. So, listen, in Pakistan, the one guy is talking. She tells him to shut up. Tells him he talks too much. I don't think you can act like that in Pakistan.
So is it all lies what they tell you in the media? Like Pakistan's cool. They're just like, yeah, no, we don't care, bro. Just put the burqa on. You can tell us to shut up. We like it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Me and my husband are moving to Dubai. I'm gonna have my baby in Dubai, but I'm gonna fix up this place first. Give me
She moving to Dubai with you, Rich.
I like she's got like the hardcore like Harlem, New York accent.
Does she really? I didn't hear her.
Oh, dude, there's no doubt in the world where she's from. She's from New York. Yeah. Like she's dead ass. Like
so good, dude. It's so good. And she like literally like people are like trying to talk to her. She's like, "This is the hotel owner," and she's like, "I don't own the hotel." She's like, "This is the hotel owner." It's actually really
like, "Don't stay here. This hotel's terrible. They rob you."
I feel bad because her son came out and said that she like suffers from mental illness or something.
Yeah, she clearly fucking off the rocker, bro.
Imagine
going to Pakistan,
19-year-old, yeah,
and then demand $20,000 a month from the Pakistani government.
I need 100,000, but it's not for me. It's for fixing this place up. 20,000 goes in my pocket.
Imagine they gave it to her though.
We're sorry. We're counting money, whatever Pakistan's currency is. There was like she was counting a big fat stack of it.
Jesus.
I guess you know what? It probably kind of terrifying. Pakistan's like, we better just do what she says before America gets involved. Like, we better just give this chick a stack of Pakistani notes and just.
Some guy was like, "Listen, I'll give you as much as you want. You let me shit on your chest.
just let me poop on you." Oh my god! Yeah.
That's insane.
On that note.
I'm sorry. I do not care. It's always going to be Q the Calypso.
We don't queue it no more.
I know.
All you got to worry about, find the properties. Text me some
properties
you find. Text
hey
us some
guys,
properties.
In the comments, send us some properties. We're looking to become slumlords.
Yeah, right.
tax lien properties
Yeah.
only, please. Under
Please,
$1,000,
like,
$1,000.
share, follow, subscribe, tell your
Push all the
friends,
buttons.
and remember, don't be sorry, just be better. All right.
Be
Just be
better.
better.